Happy Sunday.
Come on in. Let's make the adjustment, shall we? Let's make the adjustments. Can you bring that one over a little bit? Yes. Let's make the adjustments. Hey, everybody, come on in the room.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Hey.
Shout out to Lottie, Dottie, and each and everybody. Girl, my phone is doing its own
Your
thing,
phone
ain't
is a
it?
hot mess. You might want to take that to the place and have them check it.
Girl, what is going on with my phone? Girl, it's looking like 1983.
It looks like a TV that has had a speaker sitting next to it.
You know, what
looks-
happened to my phone?
It looks pretty bad. I don't know.
Should we hang up over there?
No, because it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that to them. It just looks like that to you.
Oh, girl. Hey, everybody. Listen, for those of you guys who have never been with us before, you have no idea who we are. I am Candy Sincerity Johnson.
And I am a guest today. Thank you so much for having me on your page.
No.
I am Chaun Johnson.
No.
Hello, everybody.
Girl, how you keep showing up and you a guest?
Because I haven't been here a long time.
That don't make you a guest?
I am a guest.
You just left and came back.
I am a guest. Hello, everybody.
Girl, guests don't keep showing up, okay? When you watch a talk show, girl, it don't keep being the same person over and over again.
Then you have a
girl.
recurring guest sometimes.
No, then that person has a segment on the page, girl.
This is Candy Sincerity Johnson's page, okay? And therefore, I am a guest.
And
Hello.
is, but girl, I wouldn't call you, I
And
wouldn't
is.
drag it and call you a guest, though, girl. But
See,
anyway,
it looks fine.
hi to all of the best friends. You want to say hi to some people?
Sure. Ooh, hold on. Let me get the comments up, girl. I had not pulled them up. Let me get this going.
Well, let me say hi to our friends over on IG. Hi to y'all know I be tearing up some names. Is it? Why y'all do this to me, huh? Why it can't just be Ann Smith? You see what I'm saying? It is. Is
that Ruffin? Is the last name Ruffin for there?
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Ruffin.
Miss
There
Ruffin.
you go.
Is it Tamika G?
Uh-huh.
Is it? Oh Lord, with the L and the.
Oh Lord. Hey, best friends over there. Let me say hi to some best friends over here.
Hi,
on
best
the Book of Faces. Hey, Miss Shirley. Hey, Gwen. Is it Gwendol? Did you just leave the YN off of your name? Let us know. Hello, Miss Patricia, Miss Adrian, Miss Muriel, Miss Cherie, Miss Lisa, Miss Adrian, Miss Sabrina, Cherie, Jennifer, Jaretha. Girl, the list goes on. Miss Adrian. Hello. Hey, G-Pal.
Yes.
Hello to everybody. Hello.
Hi everybody everywhere. Hi to all of our best friends over on the tube.
Hey, too.
Hey tube. Hey everybody. Listen, y'all don't always say hi. So hi to each and every one of you guys on all of the platforms. It's so good to see you.
Yes.
Oh baby, it's hot. It's hot.
You all right? You gonna be okay?
You know, a little parched.
Okay.
A little parched.
Okay.
Listen, what did we call today's video?
You titled it, You and I Have Been Talking.
Chaun and I have been talking.
We have been talking.
Chaun and I have been talking and conversations have been had lately.
Yes.
And so the conversations that have been had, we want to bring you in on the conversations that have been had.
Yes.
Chaun and I woke up this morning and Chaun said, when I seen her and I came downstairs, Chaun said, today is the last day of the pre-sale.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what? She said, today is
the day.
She said, today is the last day of the pre-sale. And she said, I think some of the best friends are confused and they don't know the difference between the pre-sale. There's some people who think that they're not going to be able to get access to the book. Is that what you heard?
Yeah. Some people were thinking that if they didn't order it during the pre-sale, they could never get it. Some people didn't understand how the pre-sale was working. And I said, girl, I think we need to go live and talk to the best friends and make sure that everybody understands what's going on so that nobody's lost. Everybody has all the details and everything like that. I mean, we're going to be transparent and showing up for you guys every step of the way. You'll see when the books come. You'll see when we're signing them. You'll see all that. But we want to make sure that everybody understands what's going on. Okay?
So see, there's benefits to getting access to the book as it relates to the pre-sale.
Yes.
You get in the first batch.
Yes.
You'll be a part of the people whose names are going to be called when we autograph and everything and we sitting on live and we signing books and stuff. You'll probably hear your name called because your name will be mentioned.
Yeah.
All of the things. And leading up to the virtual event, you'll have access to the book before the virtual event because you'll get the digital book. You see what I'm saying? You'll have time to read, know what's going on.
Yes.
So
all I ask for the people who are attending the virtual event and you see us going live, please, please, please don't start being in the comments like, girl on page, blah, blah.
Right. Because it's going to be some stuff to scoot your wig back.
Yes. If you are attending the virtual event, hold it with everything in you until you see us on August 20th on Zoom. Please don't spoil it for anybody else that did not purchase access to the virtual event. Don't spoil it for anybody else that hasn't got their book yet. I'm begging y'all, please. And if I see you in the comments, I'll be like,
or I'll block you. Huh?
Okay? Please don't do that because you're getting early access because you're coming to the virtual event. And please don't spoil it for anybody else. Yes. Okay? That's all I'm asking.
This is for anybody who get access to the book at any point in time. Because you got to remember, it's not fair for the people who have taken the time to support the book, who have read the book, you got information. So it's almost like the movie, right? Don't come over here. You done seen the movie and the other best friends ain't seen the movie. Don't come over here and give all the tea away. You see what I'm saying? Right. Don't give all the...
Let's just put it this way. If they wanted to know the tea, they would have bought the book.
That's it. Okay? That part. Okay? That part.
If they wanted to know, they would have bought the book.
That part.
So let me go through a couple of things. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna go through a couple of pointers. That way we can do that. And then I do see some best friends with some questions, and we're gonna make sure that we answer your questions.
That's
too.
Right.
First thing, books will always be available to order. It's no different than my book that I wrote. It's no different than Moments of Redemption. It's always available. Okay, so don't think that after today you cannot purchase it. You can always purchase it. Okay, it's gonna always and forever be available. All right. Second thing is those who purchased during the pre-sale, which is everybody who has purchased up until today at midnight, right?
Yes.
Up until today till midnight, you'll be in the first wave of the books being shipped. So remember we said that the release date of the book is August 14th. We're going to start shipping books that week. So if you order during the pre-sale, you know that you're guaranteed to have your book being shipped out during that first week.
That's right.
If you purchase after today, that's still fine. We're still going to ship you your book. It just may be after the first wave because you have to understand that we didn't order 1 million books. We ordered a certain amount of books, so they're going to be going out, and we're going to keep reordering and shipping. And so you'll always be able to get the book. So I don't want you to think that if you don't order it today, you'll never be able to get it. Okay. Next thing, if you can purchase access to the virtual event all the way up until the day before. The virtual event is August 20th. You can purchase all the way up until August 19th and still get access to the virtual event. If you purchase the virtual event access, we'll send you the digital book. We're still waiting on the final product, the final result, what am I trying to say? The final edit. We're waiting on the final edit of the digital book. So as soon as we receive that, we're going to start sending that to all the virtual event attendees. Okay. So even if you purchase the virtual event on August 17th, we'll send it to you, but you better hurry up and read in 3 days.
Right. Exactly.
But that would be that.
Yeah.
Now I did see some questions. So let me go here. Nicole said, when does the digital book come to us? Miss Nicole, we're hoping this week, right?
Yes. Now, in full transparency, the young lady that we hired to go ahead and work on the digital book, there were some edits that needed to be made. She sent it. Chaun and I went through it with a fine-tooth comb, and I said, I don't like this, change this. I don't like that, change that. I literally sent her an email last night and asked her for an update. So as soon as we get it, as soon as we sign off on it and everything is to our standards, then we'll go ahead and send that out. But the beautiful thing about getting a digital download is as soon as we send it out, you'll have access to it. So, it works out. So.
Also, Miss Adrienne said if we can't pre-sale, we will be able to attend the virtual event if we can order. Yes. So I think I ordered that, but I think your question came in before I said that. So yes, if you order it anytime before the virtual event, yes, you can still order. You can still attend the virtual event. That's not a problem. Deidre said I can't wait to get mine. My order is in. Adrienne said please extend. Let's see. She said please extend it until Friday. Been through some things this week. No, that's fine. That's why I said the book is always available. Yeah. The book is always going to be available. So when you're ready, you're ready. Oh, one other thing that I have noticed, some best friends were requesting an invoice and they were thinking that they can just pay for it whenever. When you're ready to order, that's when you request your invoice. Because you're not like holding a spot. It's not like, holding it or anything like that. So if we send you an invoice and you don't pay it, it times out and it goes away. So once you know you're actually ready to place your order, then request your invoice and then we'll send it to you, and then that'll be perfectly fine. Adrian said, I want the virtual book. You will, Miss Adrian. If you order either option 3 or option 4, you will get a copy of the virtual book. Yes, you will get a digital copy of the book. So
she said she want to know, and she wants to know now.
She's like, girl, I need to know all of the tea right now. Also, let me do this. For those who don't know, I'm going to go, let me grab the information about how to order. All you have to do, there's 4 different options. I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to put that in the comment section. All you have to do is inbox Candy's page with your name, your email address, and which option number that you want. And then we can send you an invoice for that. So give me just a second. Let me find that little blurb so I don't have to type it all out.
Girl, shout out to one of the best friends that texted me. She said, girl, listen. She said, girl, look, I grew up with you. You know who? Soror.
Oh,
She said, look, I grew up with you. She said, girl, I feel kind of bad, a teaspoon of bad. I feel a teaspoon of bad because I grew up with you. But she said, girl, I mean, I bought the first book, and girl, the first book had me on my face.
Oh, yeah.
She said, and then she said to the point where I had to call you, girl.
Yeah.
And she said, then, you know, the second book, it's no question I'm buying the second book. But she said, girl, it's this virtual event, girl. I feel so bad because I want to go to be nosy. She said, girl, I want to know. She said, because I know it's going to be something big that's going to fall off the bag as it relates to this second book. Yeah. She said, but girl, this virtual event, girl, I just feel like I'm going to be on Zoom about to collapse. She said, I'm just trying to compose myself. I'm trying to get myself together because I just feel like, she said, girl, I don't know. Am I going to need therapy after this, or what are we doing here?
Miss Tori said, okay, I'm ready. Send my info where I'm at work, so excuse me. You can inbox on IG. You can inbox Candy's IG. So what you'll do is you'll inbox your name, your email address, and which option that you want. And for IG, I'll go through the 4 options because I can't copy and paste it there like I want to. I'll put it in the description after we're done and update the description. But I'll tell you the 4 options. And so you'll just want to inbox your name, your email address, and which option number that you want to order. And then we'll send you the invoice for it. Okay. Best Friends on the Book of Faces.
Wait, hold on. Let me read the other comment. Right. Best Friend said, girl, she said, I'm waiting on my book as well. I know that's right, Best Friend. Right. We appreciate you ordering. We really, really, really do.
Let me also put this over here on the tube.
Okay.
Put this on the tube.
And then you said you had some comments you were going to read.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell them the 4 options.
Okay.
All right, so the 4 options are, it's too long. Let me do this. Hold on 1 second, Best Friends. You know the technology be doing what it want to do. So let me just do this, and then let me do that. Okay, there we go. All right, so the 4 options are, this is especially for IG. First option is if you only want the new book, Moments of Resurrection. Maybe you got the first one already. Maybe you're not interested in the first one. I don't know. If you only want the new book, Moments of Resurrection, that is $30 plus your $10 shipping. That's option 1. Option 2 is if you're like, man, I didn't read the first book because the first book talks about a little bit of Candy's childhood. It talks about her first relationship in college. It talks about how
girl, I went to jail.
How she went to jail, and then it talks about how our relationship started, our divorce, and some other stuff. Okay, so it gives you all the background to the first 2 chapters of Moments of Resurrection. Because if you haven't read Moments of Redemption, you might be scratching your head with the first 2 chapters. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What is this about?
It's a couple of hot and steamies in the first.
Okay, so there. So if you want option 2, that gets you the first book and the second book. If you have not read the first book, that's $40 plus your $10 in shipping. Option 3 is if you're like, I got the first book, or I don't want the first book, but I want the second book, Moments of Resurrection, and I need to attend this virtual event because y'all talking about y'all going to start answering questions, doing a deeper dive, giving us even some more information that wasn't included in the book. There's a few things that we thought about since the book, and it was like, dang, we didn't put that in there.
Or something happened afterwards.
Okay? So if you want to attend the virtual event on Sunday, August 20th, then that's $60 plus your $10 shipping. That gets you Moments of Resurrection, a digital copy of Moments of Resurrection, and access to the virtual event on Zoom. Option 4 is if you want both books, the digital version of Moments of Resurrection, not digital of both, but digital of the second book, plus your access to the virtual event, and that's $70 plus your $10 in shipping. Okay, so that's option 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right.
I forgot to tell you something.
What happened?
Remember the other day last week I told you, I can't remember where you was at, but I told you me and the kids was getting in the car going to Granny house. Oh, you was in the city, taking care of your granny.
Yeah.
Me and the kids got in the car and we went over Granny house for a visit. My granny was sitting there. She said, a couple of people in the family keep talking you wrote another book. I said, yeah. Well, I didn't say yeah. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, I didn't get the first book. She said, and your cousin Tiffany wrote a book too that's available too on Amazon. I said, yeah. I said, I actually ordered Tiff's book and I could bring it over if you want to read it. She said, do me a favor, bring over Tiff's book and then bring over your first book so then when the second one come out and I get it, she said, I can read. I said,
Your granny said that?
I said, Granny, I said, no, ma'am. I said, no, ma'am. The second one you can read.
Yeah.
The second one you can read.
The first
Niece, that first one?
No.
I said, Granny, with all due respect, you're going to be 82, 83 years old next month.
Yeah.
That first one, you can't touch.
No.
Now, that second book,
There's aspects of that first one that no ma'am. No ma'am and no ma'am. Or I will give it to her and I will rip out certain pages.
You just going to get that first book. That first book, I said, no, we ain't going to do that.
No ma'am.
She said, why?
Because she don't need to know you like that. Let's see. Best friend over at IG said, hello, how are you? It's Amira. I met you at the ISU entrepreneurship event.
Yes. Come on,
Yes.
ISU entrepreneur.
Hello,
Let me know,
queen.
best friend. Have you heard anything? Have you heard anything about the mentorship, the group? I haven't heard anything. And I don't know if I missed out on the communication or it was an oversight on my part.
Danielle said the first book I sat in a day and read it all, but it was good. With a T at the
Listen,
end.
you know how people have like a bomb first album, like Jill Scott.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And you know how that second album come out, you be like, girl, I don't know. You be like, I don't know if the second album can measure up to the first album.
Right.
This second book, I don't know. For me, was better than the first
I
one.
think it's better. I think it's more meaningful. I mean, the first one was meaningful. Don't
It
get me
was.
wrong. It was very, 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 very meaningful. But this one is going to hit home in so many different arenas. Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
the second one, it was more. We what did they say? Bore our soul.
We bear our soul.
Bear.
We
You
bear
know,
our soul.
my English is
like
bad.
we put it all out there. Like it's so emotional. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yes. Oh, best friend said I haven't heard anything back yet either. I was very much so looking forward to seeing you again. You're motivated and inspired me so much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much.
Sabrina said, I can see myself at work reading these books, then doing my work later. Yeah, read them and hold them up like this so everybody can be like, what you reading? And you can be like, this is what I'm reading and this is where you can find it.
Exactly. Do you guys know it's a different experience? Because we've all bought books to support people and stuff like that. But like it's different when you like no, like legit, I know this. Like I inbox them, they'll respond. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm a part of the community. We be online every night or every day or whatever the case may be. Like like this is literally my best friend, my homegirl. They wrote the books. Like yes, totally. It's different.
Best friend said it definitely was a good book talking about your first one.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much.
Alyssa said, nah, Granny, I just turned 64 last month and that first book had me clutching my pearls, but I couldn't put it down.
Yes, there were definitely some aspects of that first book that made you be like, girl, listen. Girl, listen. Yeah.
Oh, I just thought about what was in there too.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. Yeah. You talking about upstairs? Yeah. I know. She gonna be like, what you not finna tell me is
yeah, she can't.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Iowa was in there, but then I realized,
it goes deeper than that.
Jennifer said I like both of y'all's books and I also love my blindfold. Oh yeah, because you
Come
guys
on,
got the blindfold with my book.
Yes.
Girl, that was so long ago. I still have to reorder more copies of my book because people have been like, I'm waiting to order yours, but you know, girl, once you read Moments of Resurrection, you'll know why I ain't ordered none.
All questions will be answered.
All questions will be answered.
All
okay?
questions will
And
be
if it's
answered.
not answered, it'll be answered on the virtual event. Because
Yes.
when I tell you, we decided we were gonna answer any and all questions, right, on the virtual event.
Nothing is off limits.
Yeah, nothing is off limits on the virtual
Nothing is
event.
off limits.
So
Now,
yeah,
I have something to add for the virtual event.
what's that?
Let me see. How can I tell you to make you know exactly what I'm talking about?
You need to type it.
Okay. This is what I want to tell them to bring everything full circle.
Okay.
You okay with that in the virtual?
Hey, we
event?
can talk about everything.
Baby, they're gonna be like, what?
But then that's also going to expose. You're also going to be exposing that. Are you ready to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in certain, yeah, we'll talk.
All right.
We'll talk. Girl, people are gonna be like, what in the world?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
in the world?
Because basically, if you think about it, when we wrote Moments of Resurrection, I would say it ended. What would you say about it? Ended maybe several months ago. So there's things that have transpired even since then
Yes.
that wasn't able to be included in the book. So you guys can ask us more questions that way.
Best friend said, would it be possible if you signed a copy for me? Absolutely. We sign every copy.
We sign every copy.
We sign every copy.
If you order it directly from us, we're going to be signing it.
Now, this is the first book that Chaun and I co-authored.
Mm-hmm.
Now, her book, she wrote it, she edited it. My book, Moments of Redemption, I wrote it, Chaun edited it. Is that right?
Edited, yeah.
Edited it. And so this one we co-author.
Mm-hmm.
So when we sit down, it's going to be different because when we sit down and we sign them to get ready to go out the door to be shipped to you guys, we're both going to sign.
Mm-hmm.
You get both of our signatures. So yeah. So
Nicole said the first book was so good, made me feel like I was there. Barbara said, I didn't know the ads popped up while you was live, made me miss what you were saying. Either ask us if you missed it or just watch the replay and hopefully the ad won't come up in the exact same spot again. Deidre said, what if you bought both books already and you want the virtual event ticket? You can. So if you ordered one option and you've changed your mind and you now want to either change it to a different option, I can update your order, I can edit your order and then send you an invoice for the balance. So let's say, for example, you ordered just the first book and you realize, well, dang, I want the second book now. Then you can inbox and say, can I upgrade to option 2 or can I upgrade to option 3 or whatever, and then I'll edit your order and you'll get an invoice for the balance, and then that way you can get added to the virtual event if you want to be added to that or whatever the case is.
best friend said, y'all sound like y'all need a reality show. We probably do. In true transparency, best friends, we probably do.
We probably did last year, but now that we're going our separate ways, like.
But the storyline continues because then it's your rebuild, right?
Yeah.
From nothing, my rebuild from nothing, us navigating rebuilding from nothing with the kids. Mm-hmm. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. True. You know, at the point where we both start dating or whatever happens in the future and how we navigate that, like it's a lot. So the storyline never really.
I don't know if I'm gonna publicize me dating because best friends, y'all are ruthless. I don't know, best friends. I don't know if I'm a.
I understand that.
Best friends, y'all be.
I understand that, but also
y'all know y'all love us so much, and y'all be.
But it's gonna depend on who you date because he or she may not want to be kept a secret.
Girl, you will watch that out your mouth.
He or she. Somebody type he or she in the comments. He or she may not want to be kept a secret.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There will ever never no he.
Somebody's crying.
Not on this side.
Somebody say he or she may not want to be your secret.
Nicole said the virtual event needs to be tomorrow. Girl. Brenda said, will there be a third book? I don't think there's a reason for it.
I don't know, because we didn't think it was a reason for a second one. I don't know. Best friend.
We will let God lead our steps, okay?
What mess? Can you read IG?
IG said definitely private. Oh, she said yes, a power duo. I'm looking forward to reading and annotating the book. Oh,
yes.
got you.
Love it.
Carol said, can y'all please work it out? No, Miss Carol, we sorry, girl. Let me see. Auntie T said, question. I'm gonna need my glass of wine with this book. Yes, Auntie T.
You're gonna need your glass of wine.
You will.
Best friends, I asked for a pass because you guys know that I have been behaving outside of the realm of my calling. I have been, and I apologize for that. However, I'm asking for a moment of grace because I don't drink, but I will feel like I need to for the virtual event. Is that okay? Is everybody okay with that?
Why you ask me for permission?
Is everybody? I'm asking.
You and your God.
I'm asking the best friends. Are you guys okay with that for the virtual event, or will you look at me different? I don't drink, but I feel like I need a little bit of you know calming sauce.
It ain't like you gonna be taking it back and taking shots. Like a little glass of wine or a little mixed cocktail. That don't hurt nobody.
Somebody said, best friend said, girl, do you?
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
You better do you.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be necessary for the virtual event because baby.
I'm gonna go ahead. Best friends, I'm not being rude, but I don't want to get bogged down. So best friends are sending in their requests for option 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and start knocking some of these out while we're live. But did you want to take questions?
Yeah, well, I can't see the question, so.
No, just flip back and forth. You know, it's gonna take me but a hot second.
Yes.
I'm so good at it.
Yes, best friends, do me a solid, because I'm having fun today. Do me a solid. If you guys have any questions, if there's something that you want to ask us, something you want to know, if there's a specific topic you want us to just touch on or give our opinion on, put that in the comments now. Questions/conversations.
Now, we're not going to give the book away.
Right.
But we'll answer them to the best of our ability.
To the best of our abilities, if that makes sense. Questions/comments.
Because you guys have been spending a lot of time with us separately. This was the first video that we've done together in quite some time, in almost a week, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, so you haven't had us together in a minute.
Y'all know y'all get, sometimes you get a little bit more juice out of us when you get us together because not only do you get to ask us questions, but you get to see the other person's reaction in real time. Best friend said, she said, girl, do you, boo? When I say I love y'all for real in real life. You guys are the absolute best online community in the world.
Oh, Jennifer said, are you guys going live to sign the books?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Foxy Brown said, what if I can't order the book but want to be in the Zoom meeting? You have to have ordered the book to be a part of the virtual event.
Yep.
And the reason why we say that is because it's kind of unfair for those who purchase the book because then you won't know what's going on. Like you'll be lost and we won't have time on the virtual event to basically tell you everything that's in the book to bring you up to speed. So if you want to attend the virtual event, you would have had to purchase the book. Let me see. Nicole said you guys are so happy on camera. Is this how you are when the cameras are off? Yes and no. I think we still have moments, right?
We still have moments, but when we have moments, this is what happened.
We be like, okay, yeah, this is team too much. I'll talk to you later when we in a better headspace.
Yeah.
But
in real life.
But then once we're in a better headspace, we still joke, we still laugh. Candy had me cracking up the other night when we was getting ready for Friends of Fashion Friday. Like, I think that at the end of the day, that core friendship is still buried down deep in there. And so we're just naturally that way when it comes to each other. So when we're not in a negative headspace, it's natural for us to still have a good time.
So anybody who's been around a while, you guys know, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. Chaun wears every single emotion on her face. If she's irritated or she's anything, if she's happy, whatever it is that Chaun is feeling, if you pay attention or you really want to know what's going on, all you gotta do is look at Chaun's face because it's gonna tell it all.
It's a deal.
So
like I can't hide. Like I can't like if you ever was like if you was like my friend and you called me on the phone, you'll be like, video me because I need to know how you really feel, and I'd be like, no, I'm good. And I'd be looking like this, like, I'm good, I'm fine. Like, girl, you ain't bothering me. And you'd be like, video me.
Pretty much. So one thing that we never did was ever fake anything. Now there was a lot of stuff that you guys are just now learning, but it wasn't that we were faking or pretending or putting on a facade or anything like that. Oftentimes when I was under a lot of stress, I just stopped being on camera. I stopped filming, or when Chaun was dealing with a lot, she would literally just go live to do showcases and there was no additional content. We stopped doing conversations at the table. We stopped going live, just really building community. Those were the gaps of time where you literally didn't see us outside of us coming online, just taking care of business. We would take care of business and then it was off because we couldn't hide it, right? It had nothing to do with us not wanting to. We just couldn't hide it. And so those were spots of like maybe functional depression. I would argue. You know what I mean? So we're not the people who, we laugh and we play one way, but we hate each other behind the scenes. It's not that. Chaun and I have just came to some realizations and we've accepted some things. And like she said, at the core, not only are we sorority sisters, but we also were best friends for 2 years before we started dating. You know how they always say people should be friends first? We legit were friends first with no intention on more just developed during the season years ago when we were both single, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Ms. Adrian said, Candy, do you feel you lost view with trying so hard and so many times?
I did. Thank you very much for asking that question. I did lose me. So me losing me looks different than Chaun losing her. Chaun feels like she lost her voice. And I see that, and a lot of you guys have mentioned that you saw that she lost her voice along the way inside of the relationship. For me, I feel like I lost my ability to prioritize taking care of myself and placing my happiness first. I became very resentful, even up until recently. I became very resentful because I feel like for the past 40 years, I put everybody else's needs and wants before my own. If a family member called and they needed me to drive them somewhere, I was the family driver. Like we are an hour from Chicago, but because we live in the suburbs, nobody likes to drive in the city, but everybody know I'm fine with doing it. So if somebody had a doctor's appointment, anything, I was the person driving. If the kids needed something, if Chaun needed something, if one of my friends needed something, to the point where oftentimes best friends, it would be, even with Jordan, when he said he needed help, I was the person who was like, okay, well, let's find other resources. And then when he kept saying, no, sissy, nobody's helping me, I need help, I knew deep down inside I was going through my own stuff. But I still was like, okay, like if you can't find nobody else, you see what I'm saying? Like I've always put other people before myself. And so I went through a season, or I went through a long period of time. It still happens now, where I go through a long period of time and I'm telling people like, I'm dealing with too much, I need some help, or I need you to help take this off my plate, or whatever the case may be. And people will look at me and they'll still just move the way they want to move, and they'll completely disregard what I'm saying. And oftentimes it's because probably maybe because I'm more masculine, I'm not that feminine. So I'm not the person that's gonna be sobbing and crying all the time, or walking around looking like woe is me. Because I look like I got it together, the assumption is, oh, she's fine. She might say she's going through something, but she's fine. And so people will completely disregard everything that I'm saying about what I need, what I'm feeling, and then they'll keep pushing either their own agenda or whatever. And so I found myself being very, and I internalized it. I've been upset with some family members, you know what I'm saying, as it relates to it, some friends or whatever as it relates to it. Because I'm like, I told you I couldn't do it, and you still pushing your own agenda. Because for me, that's selfish, right? So I lost myself, and I got to the point where I just stopped verbalizing it, because the people who are closest to me didn't respect the boundaries that I was laying out anyway. So I found myself distancing myself from people. And I found myself answering the phone very defensive, almost like, what do you want? Because I know it's something. Every time I hear from you, you asking me for something. You want this, you want that, you want, it's all in what I can do versus, hey, I'm just calling just to make sure you're okay. I've been getting that recently, but now it's almost like I don't know how to receive it, because before it was the opposite. You see what I'm saying? Before it was the opposite. So I don't know.
Can I name people as they order their books while we're live?
Yes.
Thank you. So shout out to Ms. Rhonda C, who just ordered her copy of Moments of
Yes.
Resurrection. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, best friend.
You guys can feel free to inbox the page as I'm monitoring it at the same time. That way we can acknowledge you as you are ordering your books.
Yes.
Over here, Miss Sherrill said, "Who caused the breakup between you two?"
We both did. I mean, well, you can answer, but
I think that so it's twofold. I think I was the one who caused the last straw, but we both came to the realization that this was the best decision, if that makes sense. So my actions and the things that I did, which is explained in the book, pushed Candy to then question even more where we were. And then as we prayed on it and as God gave us the answers, it was given to both of us that it was time for us to let go, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Ms. Deborah, now this is a good question. Ms. Deborah said, "Have you discussed how you will react if what's being discussed is triggering for you?"
It has been triggering.
I think she was doing a virtual event.
Uh,
We have not discussed that. That's why I said that's a very good question.
that is a good question. Let's discuss it now.
I think honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. I think that because the whole purpose of the best friends wanting to be in the virtual event is to have a deeper dive and to get our true feelings and emotions. So I'm not gonna run from it and I'm not gonna hide it. So if it becomes triggering for me, I may let you know, best friends, I need a minute, or best friend, this is hard, or you may see me cry. Like it's gonna be very raw and it's gonna be very honest and forthcoming for me. And I know it will be for Candy too. I just don't want to speak for her, but for me, it's just gonna be the real deal.
So you guys have to know and understand, although Chaun and I are going our separate ways, I'm still very protective of her. And so I know our community very, very well. Our online community is very loving, very supportive, and all of that. So we don't have the people inside of our circle, our online circle, that will say things that are hurtful, malicious, etc. So I know for a fact, Chaun is gonna be okay during the virtual event. Leading up to that, I'm gonna be praying for her because it's gonna be a lot of stuff that you guys find out. But you have to also understand the I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
I'll make sure, because if I go any further, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll even pray together before we start the virtual event. Does that make sense?
I think that would be good.
Yeah. We'll pray together. We'll pray together. Because we both will, enjoy the conversation, but it's, whatever. And it's not gonna be sad. It's not gonna be sad. It's gonna be no different than an online conversation like we having now, but it's gonna be much deeper. Does that make sense? It's gonna be probably the deepest video or live that you ever experienced with us, but it's gonna be at a much, much higher level because on a virtual event, you guys will be able to interject inside of the conversation. You see what I'm saying?
And for the best friends who are texting the Sincerity Johnson customer service number to place your order, I can't read it now because we're using all of our devices to be live on all of our platforms. So I'm not ignoring you, but just know once we end the live, then I'll go in and respond to your text messages and send you your invoices. The ones I'm able to do now is because those people are inboxing Candy's page, and so I'm able to get it done while we're live. So I just don't want you guys to feel slighted. Teresa said, how does the kids feel about the breakup? Every time you guys ask me that question, it's hilarious.
Hold on just a second. Now, give us some grace. Y'all know we love y'all and everything is raw and uncut. The kid, everybody been in the house. It's Sunday, they not dressed. Okay, they still got on their PJs. Yeah. Caleb, come here, sir.
And Joy, while we're doing that, I'm gonna answer your question. How much is the book? I did pin it below. There's 4 different options. Option 1 is just the book. It's $30 plus $10 shipping. Option 2 is both books. Candy's first book and the second book. That's $40 plus $10 shipping. Option number 3 is the second book plus the virtual event. That's $60 plus $10 shipping. And option 4 is both books and the virtual event. That's $70 with $10 shipping. So, are you asking? So, Caleb, your virtual aunties, one of the aunties wanted to know, how do you feel about me and mommy breaking up? Sad.
You okay though?
You okay though?
Do you feel like it's for the best?
Why do you feel like it's for the best?
Because it's your decision.
Thank you for that, sir.
Thank you so much, son.
Love you. You said sissy? Oh. You heard it here.
Right. There it is.
Right. So for those of you guys who didn't hear, Kendi's in the bathroom.
Right.
Kendi's in the bathroom, which is where Kendi spends a lot of time.
Dr. Arlisha said, I feel you on this, Candy, on the tube. So she said she feels you.
Thank you very, very much, best friend.
Jessica, no, I did not resend your invoice, girl, because you didn't ask me to resend it. So if you ready to take care of it, love, you know you booked and busy, girl, just let me know. Inbox the page and let me know and I'll resend it.
Jessica says she's ready. Hey! Ready.
Let me see. He said, we answered this already, but we answered her question. She said, whose decision was it to go your separate way? But what she did add was, Chaun seems to be handling the breakup better this time around. So, Key, what you're seeing is a very long journey of healing. So you're coming in towards the tail end. I've been dealing with this for quite some time, and when I was a hot mess, I wasn't live with it. So that's the reason why it seems like I'm taking it much better. But I will tell you, I do have a more sense of peace this time around because I know that God said that this is what it was supposed to be. Before, I was holding on. I was like, no, we're supposed to be together. I'm in love with her. I'm hers. She's mine. And I was fighting tooth and nail. But when God say, you can't do nothing but be like, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
It hit different.
Whatever you, however you say, if it's a he or a she, yeah, okay, I get it. Do I still want to hold on? Yes, but I know that that's not what it's supposed to be. Yeah. So that's what you're seeing.
It hit different, best friends. You got to make sure whatever your spiritual beliefs are, whether it's God, Allah, no God, Buddha, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, you have to make sure you're in alignment. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to make sure that you are in alignment and walking in alignment towards whatever you call to do. That's why I said I briefly mentioned it, but I'll probably have a deeper conversation at some point later this week on the page, because I realized in looking back at certain parts of yesterday's video, I'm out of alignment. I'm out of order. And I've been walking out of order for the past, I don't know how long, month, 2 months, I don't know how long it's been. And I've been falling by the wayside more so than going towards the direction that I know I'm supposed to be going in. And it's just me, moving maybe from a place of hurt or frustration or disappointment or just having a bunch of different emotions. But I need to process it different, and I need to make sure I get back on track. But yeah.
Shout out to Miss Claudette K. She ordered both copies of both books as well as her access to the virtual event. So shout out to Miss Claudette K. We look forward to seeing you during the virtual event.
Yes, best friend.
Let me see. Where is the next question? Chaun said, I will be ordering both books, but how can I get the first book before the second book is released? So we're doing this a little bit differently because Moments of Redemption is available now because this was the book that she released, but we're just doing it together just because it'll be more structured and more organized for us. So outside of this, once we're done with the pre-sale and once the book is just kind of like running on its own, you can order any book at any time and it'll just go. But the reason why we're not shipping the first book, because we theoretically could ship everybody their first book now, but then that's double shipping and that's more work for us. So we're just doing it because it just makes a little bit more sense to just do them as a bundle this time around. But once we're past this point, if you want to order the book separately, you can and do what have you, if that makes sense.
Yes, theoretically, you guys can go to the website, Candy Sincerity Johnson. You can go there and get the first book right now. Right?
Yeah.
How would that?
They could. Yeah, because they can go to your website, Candy Sincerity Johnson, and order the first book. But the way we've been doing the pre-sale is just easier for us to just ship everything at one time.
Okay.
Hold on. I just lost my spot. So one of the best friends, and I'm gonna get to it in a second, but she said the cover to your first book was dope. She can't wait to see the second one. You've seen the second one already.
Thank you very, very much. And Chaun's cousin did the first cover. And he did an outstanding job to the point where if I showed y'all the real picture of me in that wig, that Party City wig, Chaun and I went to the wig store because in my mind I had a whole vision. I said, girl, I want to do like the feminine version of me versus the masculine version of me. And I want it to look like the feminine version is kissing, the masculine version is almost like I accept you. Whatever. It was one of them moments. I don't smoke, but if I smoked, it would have been a smoking moment.
But it came out super dope.
But that Party City wig didn't though.
Yeah.
Because we looked high and low, and I tried on 50 million wigs, and none of them looked the part. And so we were literally down to the wire as it relates to time before the photo shoot. And so I told Chaun, I said, well, girl, we in this hair store. Don't none of these wigs look the part. The lady kept saying, well, we got it in this color, but we ain't got it in that color. And I said, well, girl, I can't get no blonde wig. Just give me whatever is closest to a black or a brown little hairpiece. Girl, they kept trying to fluff it up and comb it on one side and all this other stuff. But when I say her cousin took the wig in some kind of way, like positioned the camera so that it didn't look as bad. But thank you very, very much for the feedback on the first book cover.
Yes.
But yeah.
All right, let's see. The next question was, Auntie Pizza, I'm so glad that you ladies decided to talk about this and not let anyone in when you decided that you were going to go your separate ways, because that's the best way to do. Talk to each other first before you give it out. Let it be your story, and that's just what you guys did. And Auntie has always said that she's proud of both of you guys, and she will always be.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate it.
So much. And we still want to meet you, even though, you know, even if you have to do it separately or whatever. Let's see. Jasmine said, one thing, I noticed a little decline in the enthusiasm though. I felt a difference. Glad you will be friends.
Wow.
So Jessica, we did sell these earrings at one point, but we cannot. We have been searching high and low. Candy has been searching high and low to try to restock these earrings, and we have not been able to. So if we ever get our hands on them again, they will be available on Pet J. Let me see. Let me go. Sabrina said, I can honestly say, Candy, I used to be the same way, but once I found myself, I see things so much differently.
Yeah.
Gary said, I done met me and me. Candy, I totally understand. So Gary must understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's very, best friends, it's easy to put people before you. Like I literally, there was matter of fact, it was last week. It was the day of the meeting. You know what I'm talking about? Last week?
Oh yeah.
I literally, best friends, when I say I spent probably a good 10 or 15 minutes making this to-do list of everything that I needed to accomplish throughout the course of the day. And I made this to-do list. And after I made the to-do list, I think there were about 16 items on the to-do list. And there were about 4 items that included everybody in the household, Jordan, the kids, you know, etc. And then the other 12 included the business and myself. I was so irritated. When I say I was irritated, I was so irritated. I looked up that day, this is my right-handed guy, it was 6:30, almost 7 o'clock p.m. And the whole day was consumed with taking care of the 4 items. I didn't even get a chance to get to the items that I needed to take care of. And I was like, for myself and for the business. And I was like, this is all the time. And I was telling Chaun, I said, this is all the time. Like, how does my entire existence be serving everybody else? Like, I was like, people are about to hate. The people connected to me are about to hate who I'm becoming, because there's no way that I can be happy or I could reach the level that God has for me if I'm putting everybody else's fires out. So I said, when I'm about to start handing people back their problem, and when I say I'm gonna tell you to your face, this ain't got nothing to do with me, and however it make you feel is however it make you feel. I was like, I'm not doing. So I started, best friends, I literally, it was about a month ago, I started drawing some lines in the sand, and I was like, this is my day. This is my day for this. This is my day for that. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not taking it on anymore. And so I think if I could be transparent, it's gonna be ruffle and feathers, because I don't care what that looks like for other people. I'm not wavering. So, but yeah, it's different. It's different. But I will say this, I'm sorry to interrupt. I will say this. If you want to see what you mean to people, tell them no and see what happens. Next.
Best friend Candy over on YouTube said, when is the virtual again? So the virtual event with Candy and I is Sunday, August 20th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, I just want to make sure that this is factual because I know some people were wondering.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So this is another thing that some of the best friends were wondering. I just wanted to double check with Candy before I speak out and then speak out of turn. So if you have purchased a virtual event, something comes up, baby gets sick, grandkid gets sick, whatever, and you're like, dang, I can't make it. It is going to be recorded and it's going to be sent out to those attendees. So that way, just in case you have to leave early, because we don't know how long we're going to be on there, best friends, because it's just, hey, you know, you might have to leave, you might have to work the next day, whatever. So if you are attending the virtual event, let's say something happens, you can't make it, don't worry, because it's going to be recorded and it's going to be sent out to the attendees. I will make sure that it's recorded. Don't start with me today.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I was thinking it. I was thinking it.
Start with me today.
I was thinking it. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. It will be recorded and it will be sent out to the virtual event attendees. Okay, so there.
Shout out to the master class.
Right.
The first master class, not the second master class. The first master class.
That was trying too. Teresa, best friend Teresa said, after this, will you open VOE back up? No.
No.
Shout out to
friend.
VOE.
Teresa, tell me why I had my VOE shirt on last night. Tell me why I had my VOE shirt on last night. I was walking around the house with my VOE shirt on.
Let me see. Best friend Adrian said, yes, prayer first. That Zoom will be tough, but God has y'all. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be.
Jessica said it must be something detrimental to not even consider getting back together. You'll find out.
Miss Ruby said, how would you send it, the virtual?
Oh, so it's gonna be by email. So
Email.
when you order your books and stuff like that, you have to provide your email address because we're going to be sending you the Zoom link prior to the event so that you have it. And then after the event, then we'll send it to you via email. You'll get the playback. So it'll be via email.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, Nicole said he made me sad. I talked about when Caleb was in here.
Aww.
Adrian said y'all will always be best friends. We're hoping that it gets there.
Best friend Candy said, I think she said upgrade her to option 4.
Okay, so Miss Candy, can you do me a favor, my love? Can you inbox Candy on either Facebook or send an email to her email info@candysincerityjohnson.com. That way I can get it and I can upgrade your order and then you'll receive the invoice with the balance to upgrade you to the virtual event. Okay?
Thank you very much. So,
yes.
best friend, thank you very, very much.
Let me see. No sound. Best friends, can you hear us still? Miss Joyce said, are we still going to be working together?
We still have Sincerity Johnson. So we still have SJ. We still have 2 kids to get to the finish line. We have a lot of different projects between SJ, the book, you know, that we are co-authoring, and then obviously the children. There's a lot of different things that we're going to be working on. Also, you guys got to remember, although the kids are 9, Kennedy plays softball at a very, very, very high level. And so Kennedy is a pitcher, which is a specialty position. So because Kennedy plays softball and she's a pitcher, she has to work on her craft 7 days a week, between 6 and 7 days a week. So Chaun and I work together in that capacity too, as it relates to the kids and their sports. So we have a few different projects that we're working on together.
And at the end of the day, we co-parenting. So we at least gotta work to, like she said, get kids to the finish line, college and all that. You know, see each other at weddings and when babies are born and all that.
So it's to our benefit to be to first be in a good space where we can be cordial, and then to second get to a space and a place where hopefully in the future we could be good friends again.
Xander said, I got my ancestry crossbody and I love it. Yeah, I'm so glad
Yes, come on, ancestry crossbody.
Nicole said you could have done your cover without the wig because the makeup was on point.
Oh yeah, because remember I posted that picture, best friend, where I had, because remember back then I had the ball fade?
Yep.
I had the ball fade, so I could have done, maybe a ball fade versus a, you know, with maybe some big hoop earrings, and then did like another one with like maybe a hat or something. So I could have done, you know, something like that too.
I'm just answering the Sincerity Johnson question because I don't want to take from what we're talking about too much from here. All right, I just directed to the website. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Sabrina said it is easy because once you lose yourself, you're no more everything, and everyone is, or you make them priority, and it becomes habit forming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. ATP said you will. Remember when I get ready to, Candy is going to give me information on the person I need to get in touch with to help me jump out of the plane. Remember, Candy?
What'd she say?
ATP. She said you will. Remember when I get ready to, Candy is going to give me information on the person that I need to get in touch with to help me jump out of the plane.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I will. Absolutely. Miss Ruby said, okay, cool, I'm excited and pray the best for you both. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it.
Alyssa said, you know, Candy, I've always, since my intro to SJ, said you should be on the comedy stage. But baby, once the dust has settled, healing has truly taken its course, you will take a comedy stage.
Why do y'all think I'm so funny? Y'all think I'm a comedian still? Okay, best friends. Y'all got me running in 5 directions. Am I the purse designer? Okay, tell me this. Am I the purse designer? Am I the preacher? Or am I the comedian in the club?
Right.
Or the motivational speaker? So the purse designer, y'all gotta type in the comments on all devices. The purse designer, when you think about me, and somebody say Candy, do you see me as the purse designer? What did I say?
The purse designer, the
preacher, the comedian in the club, who was the fourth? The motivational speaker, or the author. Y'all got me running 5 different directions, girl.
Like we said, we was praying for clarity and
consistency.
You have to be singularly focused. Shout out to Miss Tori C, who just ordered both copies of both books, Moments of Redemption and Resurrection. So thank you so much, my love.
Thank you very much. Because like, for instance, when you think of Denzel Washington, everybody knows him for acting. There's no question. When you think of Jill Scott, she's known for her music. So out of all 5 of those things, when you say Candy Sincerity Johnson, what is the thing, that one thing that you like, that's what I know you for? Best friend said author and speaker. She said author and speaker.
A lot of people are saying all of the above. They're saying you're hilarious, all of the above, all of them combined, person with many hats, all of the above, motivational speaker, preacher, motivational speaker, comedian, all of them. So they're just basically saying like you're like well-rounded.
Wow, thank you guys.
They said whatever hat you wear them all well.
Oh, thank
Nicole
you.
said speaker, Mary said preacher, then comedian. It's going down. Miss Alyssa said, you, my dear Candy, are a jack of all trades.
Oh, thank you. And I ain't mastered none.
And I'm gonna, like, honestly, guys, like,
what do you see?
I can see all of them. Because you can be a preacher. Think of E.T. He's a preacher, he's a motivational speaker, and you can add your comedy into it.
So the thing about my comedy, and you been here, y'all best friends, y'all remember the video we did a few years ago where I fell down the stairs? Remember the fall down the stairs reenactment video? Remember the cartwheel video? Remember the Ayanla Vincent video? My comedy don't know no boundaries. So like when I'm in that vein, I'm not holy. You know, like my comedy includes profanity and all that stuff. I don't know that.
But I think it's so natural because sometimes even during like blessings and breakthroughs, you would say stuff and would have us laughing because it's just natural for you.
Really?
Like best friend said, you're naturally funny, so funny will come in all aspects of what you do. It's just gonna come out naturally anyway.
I need to go on a fast, even if it's just a 1-day fast. I gotta stop cursing again.
And Teresa said, did you master the cartwheel yet? Miss Renee said you're very versatile.
My stomach too big, best friends. I can't, cause when you cartwheel, you gotta boom boom clap. Remember, you got the bend. But girl, my gut, I got more blubber than I got muscle. So when I bend, girl, it's in the way, girl. Girl, my stomach is still on my knees. I can't. So I gotta get rid of this gut first, and then you supposed to take like 2 or 3 steps, and then you supposed to boom boom clap, and then you supposed to flip over. But see, my stomach is big and I gotta lose weight around my midsection. And then I gotta make sure that my wrist can support. Because remember I told you I'm like 215, 215 depending on if I detox that week. So somewhere between 210 and 215, I gotta make sure these two wrists can support that level of stress, okay?
Lord have mercy.
What?
Best friend Candy said, when I started watching, I saw you as a motivational speaker. Within these last 14 months, you all have just became friends. I see you all as everything. Friends to talk to and friends that help.
Aw, thank you, best
I love
friend.
it, I love it.
Thank you, best friend. Do you guys know why I started calling y'all the best friends? Y'all know you the only friends I got. In real life, I call y'all. People be like, y'all share everything on the internet. I'm like, well, who else I'm talking to, girl? I don't talk to nobody else, girl. So this is why you guys are my best friends, because you're my only friends, okay?
And see, I'm gonna have to get Candy's help, because what I want to do, Miss Odessa, I see yours now, so I'm gonna grab this out of the comments real fast before I lose it, and then I'll send you your invoice. So hold on one second, Miss Odessa. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna go back to what I was gonna say, but you can continue, so I don't forget.
Okay.
Miss Odessa wants option 4.
But yeah, best friends, that's literally why I started calling you guys the best friends, and it just stuck. Like, when I say you guys are my only friends, like legit. Y'all ever heard of OnlyFans? You're only friends.
I like that. You should create a website, only friends.
Only friends. That's
And
a
it should
shirt.
be, it should be a site for people who are just looking for connections that's not romantic.
That's a shirt idea. I don't know what the OnlyFans logo
looks like.
You do a parody. Do a parody of Only Friends.
I like that. Miss Odessa, I just sent you your invoice, my love. Cherie said, honestly, you two are my own friends as well.
I'm serious. In real life. You know, best friend, I used to think my mama was so weird when I was growing up. And I hope she's still on the video, because she'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I used to think mama was so weird, because I used to be like, mama, I got like 15 friends. Mama, why you don't have that many friends? My mama had like 2 or 3 friends. And the friends that she had then when I was a little kid, and I was like 5, are the same friends that she have now at 40, at my ripe old age of 40. And I used to think it was so strange, but she used to always be like, you don't need a lot of people knowing your business and in your face.
There's a question.
What happened? What's the question? Teresa said, from the first book, Candy, are you still communicating with Chocolate Drop? Who's Chocolate Drop? Teresa. Can y'all see me? Teresa. Who's Chocolate Drop? I believe I communicate. Teresa, are you coming to the virtual event? Teresa,
I'll tell you, because I have the guest list. Hold on.
Let's go find Teresa.
Let me look at the guest list.
Un momento, por favor.
Teresa is not coming to the guest list as of right now.
She's not coming to the guest list?
She's not on the guest list as of right now. No, she's not attending the virtual event as of right now.
Teresa, to answer your question, all jokes aside, to answer your question, yes. I have communicated with her. It's been a very brief communication, but that's why Chaun found it to be funny, is because I did hear from her not long ago. I reached out. We did have a brief conversation, and it wasn't long ago.
Teresa said, yes, I'm coming. Have you, did you place your order? Did I not put you on the list? Hold on, let me make sure. If that's an error on my part. Let me fix it right away.
You guys will learn more when you read book 2. You will learn more when you read book 2. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Oh, so Teresa, you must haven't ordered yet. But yeah, once I, or you may have ordered through the customer service number. Okay, hold on one second. I'm sending another invoice for a best friend so you can continue while I do this.
I had to buy some time to process. Teresa said, "Let me just be direct."
Right? She like,
have you? But wait, hold on. I have a question. Teresa, how do you know she's a chocolate drop?
Because I think she was a part of the first book when you had the best friends group. Didn't you introduce? This one be acting like I don't know what be going on with her. Sometimes.
Y'all can see me?
I don't know what be going on with this one sometimes.
Can you see me? Teresa. Can you see me?
Girl, I cannot.
She said the best friend group.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's why I was like, girl, you be acting so crazy sometimes. Let me see.
Teresa.
So I was not in the group, to just be perfectly honest and transparent. But I think after that, she shared with me that she had introduced her to you guys. And I was like,
best friend.
And I was in my feelings. I was like, you introducing her to what? But then, you know, I was like, whatever. Life goes on, right? Let me see. Her invoice has been sent.
I had shout out to one of the best friends. One of the best friends messaged me during that time frame when her and I were in a relationship. And best friend said, look, I've always been a fan of you and Chaun, but best friend said, chocolate drop is fine. She was like, she said, best friend said, chocolate drop is fine. I was like, come on, best friend. But yeah.
Miss Tammy, I do see your request in the comment section, so I just grabbed your email address. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you your invoice now, love. I just can't inbox you and let you know that I sent it because you put it in the comment section.
Now, best friends, here's the interesting thing. I had a conversation. Remember, I told you I had a conversation with her a while ago, not too long ago. Now, I think it may be beneficial, and you guys let me know what you think in the comments. It may be beneficial for me to share with her that, she's also inside of this book that's about to be released. Or do you, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Because I haven't shared the fact that, she's in the book.
So Allison, the website to order the book is not on the website yet. We're not going to put Moments of Resurrection on the website until after the virtual event? So it probably won't be on Candy's website until after the virtual event is done and the pre-sale is done and we've gotten all that squared away, because we don't want it to get a little chaotic for us. We're just doing this so that it's very organized, and that way you guys get your stuff much quicker if we keep it in an orderly fashion. But once the virtual event is done and we've got all the orders out and everything like that, then it'll be available on her website. But if you're interested, what is pinned below is the 4 options, and all you have to do is inbox Candy's page here with your name, your email address, and which option number that you want. And I've been sending the invoices myself manually. But after that, once we're done with all of that and the virtual event and everything, then it'll be set on autopilot and you can order it at any time. Come on, Natural Light. Come on, Golden. You better shine on me. I was just looking at that. All right. Allison said, girl, you killing me with the glasses. Teresa said it was in the best friends group and you went on a date.
A date? I didn't go live on no date. I ain't never went live on no date.
Let's see.
I remember going live in the car. I remember us going live in the car at one point. I don't know.
Tina said, we appreciate you. You and Chaun in this community have helped me get through the darkest depression of my divorce. You will never know how truly grateful I was to have you during that time. I'm praying for you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, best friend.
You.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. That means a lot to us.
Hold on one second. Let me find this. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see. Adrian said, has either of y'all's exes reached out looking to get your attention? Not at all. When I tell you, I don't know where my exes are at all. Like, cause you gotta think, I've been with Candy for 17 years. I don't know what I don't know where none of them people are. Well, one of them is deceased, but I don't know where none of them people are. So absolutely not.
Girl, you know we owe them. People you used to talk to
is gone home to glory, girl.
Girl, we get in a different age bracket, girl. When people is leaving here, girl,
right,
on the midnight train to Georgia. quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Jessica said yes, at least let her know. Claudette said she should be prepared. Allison said yes, I think you should let her know. Joy said unless you're using her real name, I don't see why you gotta say anything. Yeah, we've never put anybody else's. The only people's real names that are in the book is ours. We've never put anybody else's names in there.
Right. But so in fairness, the reason why I think I owe that is because we have been on camera together before. You see what I mean? And then, you know, I don't know. Just out of respect. You see what I mean? Because you know, there are aspects of the continuation of our story, because you got to remember book 2 picks up exactly where book 1 left off. So there were some aspects of our relationship that are inside of book 2, you know. And so I don't know. You guys got to remember the headspace that I was in then was, oh, you know, I wrote this book and I really didn't have any intention on doing a second book. So now things have changed. And so out of respect for her and where she may or may not be in her life at this point, it may be a good idea just to say, hey, you know, I did another book and, you know, there's certain things that are inside of the book.
Shout out to Miss Odessa R and Miss Frances H. They have both purchased their book as well as access to the virtual event. We look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday, August 20th. Hold on one second. Keep all my numbers and stuff. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Okay, Jessica, I got you. Give me just a second. I'll resend you your invoice, love. Loretta said all of the above between you, Darius, and Larry Reed are a blessing to watch at any given time.
When I say those are my 2 favorite influencers, those are my 2 favorite influencers. Absolutely.
Oh, Teresa said yes, you were in the car after your date.
Oh, okay. I can't remember where we were coming from. I do remember being in the car, and I do remember it being kind of late, but I can't remember that particular day where we were coming from.
Joy said pray about it and think it over. Allison said yes, you don't want any backlash from her, whatever you decide. Alyssa said in case she can be identified and she might feel some type of way, just to be safe. Not for NDA purposes, it might be a good idea to let her know.
Yeah.
So we're caught up on comments. Let me send Miss Jessica her invoice before she have a heart attack.
Right, and because she's not a social media person, and then, you know, but yeah, I definitely want to be respectful and honor her as well. Just making sure that she knows and all of that good stuff. So you're right. It's the right thing to do. It's definitely the right thing to do.
All right, Miss Jessica, I just sent you your invoice, my love. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Kimberly said, do you accept credit cards and invoices? Yes, credit cards and debit cards are accepted, as well as PayPal. So yes, you can check out using PayPal or with debit cards or credit cards. Make sure. Perfect. All right, so we're up to date. Let me check to see any other questions. You guys always have us having really good conversation. I appreciate you guys for that. Any other questions or anything else that anybody has? Because for those who text us the customer service number for SJ, for Sincerity Johnson, I will get your invoices sent to you once we're done. But everybody that was inboxing Candy's page, I was able to get you guys done already, and I acknowledge you guys once you took care of your invoice, and I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
All right. Did you have anything else, Miss Candy?
Not that I can think of. I've enjoyed this live with you guys. We tell you guys all the time, keep your notifications on, because this journey is just beginning. You guys think that this is the end of something. It might be the end of something, but it's the beginning of something bigger and better. And so there's going to be times where you guys will see us together, because again, we do still have a business that we're running. We do still have kids that we're co-parenting, and we are documenting every step of this separation process, or us rebuilding our lives and what that looks like separate. So you guys make sure you keep your notifications on, because at no point in time will we, moving forward, cut the cameras off. But we're going to be bringing you guys along the journey, and we're going to just continue to operate in full transparency. So we love you guys. We hope you have an amazing day. As we always say, the absolute best is yet to come. But baby, what we got?
We still got work to do, y'all.
We got work to do, best friends. Take care. Love you.
How we ended over here on
Up there, that X, that big
Oh,
X.
thank you, because girl, I couldn't say